Lady Colin Campbell, Meghan Markle has all the trump cards in case of divorce from Harry. Welcome. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel before watching the video so you don't miss any of our latest content. Thank you for your support. The Duchess of Sussex left Harry hanging at the coronation. Lady C, author of the book Meghan and Harry, The Real Story, 2020, is outraged. Lady Colin Campbell is known for her ironic attitude towards Meghan Markle, as well as her high level of insight into what goes on behind the scenes of the British royal family. She is a part of the upper aristocratic circles of the UK. However, detractors without any respect prefer to call Lady C an old gossip. During a segment on the evening news on GB with television presenter Dan Wootton, an interesting dialogue took place. Dan started off with a tease. You can see that Meg has turned into mysterious Meg lately. The princess hasn't attended any official events for months. She avoided joining Harry in all his endless media rounds promoting the memoir Spare, and calmly left him to face a difficult situation alone at the coronation. What do you think, Lady C? Is Meghan still the supportive wife she always claims to be? Lady C laughed before answering. Well, Dan, do you think the sun rises in the west and sets in the east? No. Meghan is very smart. She made sure Harry portrayed himself as a complete ignoramus and inflicted irreparable damage on himself. So in case of separation or divorce, she has all the cards in her hand. She has all the evidence from his own words against him. Because, remember, Meghan is very clever. She can be cunning and manipulative, but she's not foolish. Lady C continued, Meghan realized that if she lets Harry go free, she won't give any information about herself and will never admit that she did something wrong. You know, in the end, she can claim that she's squeaky clean. Despite people being able to see right through her, her supporters don't see through her, and it's really hard to pin anything on her. She added, Meghan is a very cunning manipulator. She threw Harry to the wolves, and this Harry went wagging his tail, trying to cozy up to the royal family. Dan Wootton concluded, it's really an interesting moment because Meghan didn't stop Harry from making any of these disastrous decisions to sell out his own family or disclose all the nonsense he talked about in his book, like the number of Taliban he sent to the afterlife, which jeopardized his safety. And now, when he's facing such a huge negative reaction, she says, goodbye, darling. I'll stay here with the children, and you go and listen to how you're being booed. And here's what Ingrid Seward said, Meghan Markle will now portray herself as a martyr of the coronation. The editor of Majesty magazine believes that Meghan's absence from the coronation festivities will benefit her brand. That's what she was counting on. Well, the Duchess of Sussex, whose entire life has been built on the solid foundation of the royal family for over 5 years, is no stranger to portraying herself as a victim of persecution by the monarchy. Ingrid Seward told the Mirror that Meghan's absence from the coronation events means that she can portray herself as a martyr persecuted by the monarchy. Now Meghan can play the martyr if she so desires. Mrs. Seward also said that the Duchess of Sussex may have been worried if the royal family had not provided her with a prominent place in Westminster Abbey during the coronation ceremony, it could have negatively affected her image. For a lady who makes a big fuss about what table she gets at a restaurant, it would be a terrible insult not to occupy one of the first places at the coronation ceremony. And if you add to that the shame of being excluded from those who will go out on the balcony of Buckingham Palace, then all of this is more than she could bear. Ingrid Seward is convinced that it was Meghan who sent Prince Harry to the coronation. I suspect that Meghan was the driving force behind convincing Harry to attend the ceremony. She is smarter than him and understands that it could mean the end of their dreams for the future if he didn't show up. Despite the fact that the decision to skip the ceremony may have benefited Meghan Markle, Ingrid Seward believes that the one who will miss the most is Archie on his birthday. The real loser here is little Archie. How interesting it would have been for him to see the carriages, soldiers, and horses of his grandfather's armies. What a shame that he is denied this opportunity, no matter how difficult it may be for his parents. Do you not think that the British royal family is on the brink of destruction? King Charles III's efforts to streamline the monarchy seem to have gone too far. A new report from an analytical center shows that at this rate, the royal family as we know it risks quietly ceasing to exist. The monarchy is going through a natural crisis, as it was previously strongly associated with Queen Elizabeth, but the new king lacks that authority. Prince Philip has passed away, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have moved to the USA, and Prince Andrew has been sidelined from his duties. The younger generation has reduced their engagement with the British public and may become too distant from the nation they are meant to serve. The Princess of Wales clears her schedule for all holidays and school breaks to spend time with her children. She also appears infrequently on other days. It is known that last year she had fewer than 100 engagements, which is the lowest among all members of the royal family. This year, Kate also does not make many public appearances. Her latest public engagement was a month ago, on March 17th, when she attended St. Patrick's Day with William and then disappeared from the public eye for 3 weeks. She reappeared on Easter service on March 9th and disappeared again for a week. Prince William appears slightly more frequently in public. According to cautious hints from royal insiders, it is William who prefers the life of a wealthy aristocrat in a country estate, like his friends, while Kate keeps a low profile at home to avoid repeating the effect of Diana, who overshadowed her husband and became the most popular royal figure. The senior members of the royal family, who are all over 70 years old, bear the greatest burden. The Duke of Kent is 87 years old, Princess Alexandra is 86, the Duke of Gloucester is 78, and the Duchess of Gloucester is 76. Princess Anne, who is 72 years old, has been named the hardest working among them. According to analysis by the Civitas Center, the number of engagements carried out by the royal family in the United Kingdom has decreased from 3,338 in 2014 to only 2,079 last year, with a projected further reduction to 1,000 in the coming years. Royal writer Margaret Holder supported the report, warning that the lack of public presence could spell doom for the institution. Queen Elizabeth II famously believed that she needed to be seen to be believed. Not everyone supports Charles's plans to streamline the monarchy, as the royal family increasingly relies on a few hard-working members, with Charles and Edward carrying out nearly half of the workload. We now need new working members of the royal family, otherwise we may have to accept a royal family that is more detached from the people than ever before in the last 100 years, said the report's author. Holder advises the king to assign larger roles to younger members of the royal family. He could provide allowances for Beatrice, now a state councillor, and her sister Eugenie could be given some responsibilities. Frank Young, editorial director of Civitas, echoes this sentiment, saying, "The royal family risks quietly ceasing to exist if the king does not increase its workforce." Obvious young candidates include Princess Beatrice and her sister Princess Eugenie. The Queen understood that for the monarchy to thrive, she and her family needed to be seen to be believed, but currently the royal family is too small. Several new members are needed to continue where Her Majesty left off. This is what the public demands. With the authors of the analytical survey actively promoting the idea of bringing in new, young members of the royal family, including Zara Tindall, Princess Beatrice, and Princess Eugenie, one might wonder if someone among them commissioned this analysis. Or perhaps the public is simply not interested in such a small and infrequently appearing family? Please share your opinion. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content like this. Your support means a lot to me. See you in the next video.